Hey guys, so this is kind of like a kind of a fun blog for me to do this week, and it kind of happened by accident. So about 3 or so weeks ago, you might remember that I went to this crazy spa convention with my friend Hillary, who is the informal SKINCARMA CEO, and it was at the Javits Center in New York, which is this massive, like, blocks long convention center. And so this spa convention had, a slew of spa focused brands, like Sonage, which is one of my favorite, this is one of my favorite masks ever. This antioxidant mask is incredible. So Sonage is an LA-based spa skincare brand. They operate in the spa channel, and they have their own spa where they perform medical grade facials and things like that. And so I ran into the founder, the CEO of Sonage at the convention, and got a facial, and I posted that on my IG, and it was amazing. So there was also the Foreo team was there, and you know how much I love that Foreo UFO mask. Matter of fact, I think I need to do that this afternoon. It's been like a week. So there were brands there that I knew, and brands that I kind of collab with and like love. And then there were brands that I'd never heard of before. There were a slew of like fake French spa brands, like these brands like with products and services and stuff that sound French, like these crazy French names, and they have nothing to do with France. So there were like two ends of the spectrum, right? There were like really serious like spa brands at this spa convention, and then there were kind of these fake ones. And then somehow, and then there were all these high-tech things, like these LED facials, like, were going on, and people were laying down with the LED, like, bright, deep red, orangey red LED lights, similar to the Dr. Gross device. So there was that going on. But then there were, like, interspersed throughout this huge, like, it was an arena, it was like an underground chamber. I don't know, it was nuts. There were several, maybe a dozen or so CBD and hemp brands. And I don't necessarily see how they really fit into the spa channel, but this whole thing, honestly, it wasn't limited to spa, right? Like, you could present whatever. If you have products you present, and people who are looking for that, in their spas, would be down for, trying out your products and maybe presenting your products in their businesses. But so the funny thing about a lot of these CBD brands is they're kind of like wacky sometimes. Like, what is that packaging? Like, who came up with that packaging? Who designed that packaging? Like, I'm a packaging copywriter. I pay attention to packaging. I pay attention to product names and how things look. Do they look hokey? Do they look like, they were made in someone's kitchen? Which is all well and good, but that's like a different thing to me. DIY skincare. Or do they look like legit brands, like well thought out brands? And I guess I'm like everybody. If a package is beautiful, I tend to believe that what's inside is good for me, is delicious. This stuff is delicious. That it's reliable. Packaging is everything. Like, I love the Drunk Elephant package design. I think it's incredible. That's part of it, right? And sometimes packaging is more medicinal looking or pharmaceutical, like the SkinCeuticals. That's pretty straightforward and undesigned looking, So it's got a little bit of the platinum going on, but that's about it. This is an excellent sunscreen, by the way. Both of these are. But so the thing with the CBD market is it's new, and all these CBD brands are new, and they're coming to market, and they're not necessarily sophisticated. I guess that's really what I'm getting at. Is the brand sophisticated? Does it feel like it's solid and trustworthy, or does it feel kind of hokey and like Wild West? And so, while I was wandering around, I spotted, Hillary and I came across this one brand called Hempfield Botanicals. And within their presentation in their area, in their designated area, I met the co-founder of Hempfield Botanical. Her name is Heather. She and her husband, I think his name is Nathan, founded this brand in Pennsylvania, in and around Lancaster. And so it's a CBD brand, and they make several categories of products. So they have topical treatments, like their salve, their CBD salve, which helps to alleviate pain. So the CBD in here is isolated and focused on pain relief. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. This product actually smells quite amazing. And I'm going to tell you how I used it, which is a little wacky. They have tinctures. Tinctures are ingestible drops that you either drop under your tongue. If they're an oil tincture, if they're a water-based tincture, you can mix them with a beverage. You can mix them with a protein shake. You can drip them in your tea. The oral tinctures that Hempfield offers are all oil-based. So you drip these under your tongue and kind of hold them there for a bit, and the CBD and the other components in the formula get infused into your system. Sorry, that way. And they also have a couple of facial skincare treatments. And one of these in particular, so this one's called Fortify, and this one's called Soothe, and I am like completely infatuated with this product. So, usually when I'm testing a product, like if I'm testing something in my nightly regimen, what I want to do is use it sometimes every other night or so, right? So that I can see if there's a difference in the morning in how my skin reacts. So I had been doing that since I got a bottle of this, and I have come to realize that I love using it. Like, I love the whole experience of this product. It's I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it smells amazing. It's a blend. So the Soothe Oral CBD oil is a blend of 7 ingredients, 4 of which are non-fragrant plant oils. It just smells incredible. Non-fragrant plant oils that we all know and love, right? Now I have oil on my fingers and I'm not going to be able to scroll. So it's got borage seed oil, it's got sunflower oil, it's got hemp seed oil, aka Cannabis Sativa seed oil, and it's got chamomile. And, we know that chamomile is super soothing. So those oils make it not unlike the topical skincare oils, facial oils that I have reviewed recently. The one from Kiehl's, I think it's called Cannabis Sativa Seed Concentrate. The one from Peter Thomas Roth. This baby here, right? So these are oils that have cannabis sativa seed in the blend, and so cannabis sativa seed helps to soothe skin. But The difference between these, the Kiehl's version, the First Aid Beauty version, is that this also contains something called crystalline cannabidiol. So that's the CBD that's giving it its kind of pushing it, taking it up a notch from just straightforward facial oils. And so what I have found on the day after I use this is my skin is noticeably more calm. Very often I have like parts of my face that experience irritation. Right up here on my forehead, it very commonly shows irritation. So the days that the mornings after I use this product, hands down, it's quite obvious to me because I'm so in tune with how my skin looks and how my skin acts. I have noticed that this product actually does soothe, calm irritation, and that's what it's intended to do. So Hempfield claims that it calms sensitive skin, that it's an anti-inflammatory, and that it's ideal for acne-prone skin, which is something that Kiehl's claims on their cannabis sativa seed concentrate. So the thing about this, so I only like in immersing myself in literature and research. Matter of fact, Heather had given me a couple of pamphlets on CBD and on the products to take with me, and I was like enthralled with them. Like, who gets into educational pamphlets? The people who write them. So I have been researching, like, what is it about these products that makes them kind of magical, right? Or gives them a distinctiveness. Like when we talk about the oral tinctures, this one's called head ease and this one is called tunnel vision. So this one is intended to help you focus, obviously, and head ease is to help alleviate headaches. There's one called 40 winks, which helps you sleep. But what makes each of them different if they're using CBD? And so what makes them different is something called terpenes. And terpenes are isolates of in this case, of the cannabis plant. There are apparently more than 100 isolates or terpenes in the cannabis plant, and each of those has a distinct effect, a specific benefit in the body. So the terpenes in the tunnel vision have apparently the effect of helping you to focus and concentrate your mind. And so I've been actually using this, and I don't know, do I notice? Well, I notice that I'm not not concentrating. But the ones that, that's kind of like a vague benefit, right? Are you more able to concentrate or less able to concentrate? Like, if you can't concentrate, something's going on anyway. Like, you maybe have a lack of sleep. But the 40 winks is very obvious. Does it help you sleep better? Yes, in fact, it does. I have a CBD supplement in pill form that I've been using kind of experimentally, like, let's see if this actually does work. And, you pop one of those at 15 milligrams, 20 milligrams, and depending on the concentration in your oil, you have to kind of figure out what's the right dosage. So 15 to 20 milligrams dosage, and obviously in a supplement form that's already taken care of. And I'm out, I'm in a coma. I wake up in the morning and Orpheus is blinking, what just happened? So if you have a concern for sleeping, you have insomnia or anxiety keeps you up, you really need to consider a form of CBD to help you sleep. It really does work. In terms of anxiety, if I'm having a particularly stressful day, I have actually, taken a little bit of not the head ease, but one of the CBD concentrates that is just straight on terpene-less, I guess. And it does really calm me down. It's really incredible. So I'm like excited to explore all of this stuff, and I encourage you to do the same. I have some links in the new blog companion to this video that can help you with that research. But my own personal research shows me that it's not BS in the least bit. And if companies like Hempfield Botanicals keep doing what they're doing and making like legit claims, you know, that are substantiated. There are 2 pharmacists on the Hempfield Botanicals team. So if the brand knows what it's doing, and it knows how to communicate, how to message what CBD does and what the terpenes in the formulas are able to achieve, then, you know, look, the products are all natural. So like it's natural medicine. And, you know, this whole wave of, you know, THC and marijuana, like medical marijuana, that's legit. Like if you know anybody who experiences severe pain, the medical marijuana takes care of that, right? It really does alleviate that, and it's certainly more beneficial or less harmful than chemical substances like, you know, opioids. So, you know, I should have started this out, but it doesn't matter when I communicate this. This is also in the blog. So, you know, we need to train our minds, and how you do that is through education, by reading and you know, being curious, to understand that there's a difference between THC, which is the psychoactive component of cannabis, and CBD, which is non-psychoactive. So when I say psychoactive, I'm talking about how marijuana or THC gets you high. And so that particular component of the cannabis or hemp plant interacts with receptors in your body, in your brain. I think it's called the CB1 receptor. And that's what gets you high. The THC interacts with the CB1 receptor, somehow stimulates the CB1 receptor, and that's not what CBD does. Cannabidiol is the other component of the cannabis plant, right? So you have THC and CBD. And CBD doesn't react that way. It doesn't interact with the body's, I think it's the endocannabinoid system. So the body has this system that's actually set up to interact, believe it or not, with cannabis. Of all crazy things. Like, it sounds nuts, but if you like dig deep and you like research it, you like discover that it's legit. And that's why CBD and why components of the cannabis plant that include THC are able to alleviate anxiety and pain, and able to help you sleep. So it's this body's system and the receptors in the system that are interacting with the components of CBD to achieve those benefits in the body, and it's all natural. So that brings me to the one last product I want to talk about that Hempfield Botanicals offers. So we have the oral oils, we have the facial oils that are topical skincare, amazing product, and then we have topical skincare that has medicinal benefits to it. So like 2 weeks ago, I would say, and you might have noticed it, I noticed it in some of my videos. I was like, there's that crazy redness on my wrist. I started to realize that I was getting eczema, like just really itchy, dry skin, irritated, patchy, like exactly what you think, on my elbows and on my wrist. And so I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is this? I'd never had eczema before. And it's like, ugh. And I looked it up and I Googled images, and sure, it was like, okay, that's exactly what I have. It looks exactly like that. It's a little bit itchy. It's the same thing. It's not like I don't have some crazy ass disease, although I guess eczema is a disease, right? And so I went online and I ordered, I don't remember what the name of the product was, but I ordered an eczema lotion from Amazon. And I knew, even though it was 2-day shipping, that I wasn't going to get it for 3 days because the packages in my building get processed and everything takes a while unless you have an emergency, and it wasn't an emergency. So in the meantime, like, this particular area of redness and itchiness is like interacting with my watch band, which was a nightmare because all day long I would feel it like, oh God, there it is. And it was just a little crazy and disconcerting. And I thought, God, what do I even have like in the interim to treat this while the lotion is coming? And I remembered that Hempfield had given me this incredible salve, like this mysterious salve, which is loaded up with CBD and essential oils. And let's see if I have it here somewhere. So there's spearmint in here, which means that it smells actually quite magnificent. And so it's for pain. It's for pain and inflammation, right? And so I thought to myself, well, at least it'll probably make the itching go away. But truthfully, I started applying this, and the eczema, like, by the time that cream came 3 days later, the eczema was barely noticeable, and it was just a little bit of a red patch. So even though that's kind of not what this product is formulated to do, this is what I talk about. This is what I mean when I talk about how, like, CBD has, like, all these incredible benefits that we are only barely just now understanding. So this, I want to almost like get some sort of ache. So every once in a while when I'm lifting weights, I get a sprain in my arm. And so I haven't been able to test this yet as a pain reliever, but as an eczema reliever and an itch reliever, yeah, this ain't bad. So anyway, that's it, guys. Just do some exploring. Know that it's a nascent market. It's, you know, it's kind of cool. It feels a little bit like the Wild West, but, you know, when you really look at it and you look at, you know, legit brands like Hempfield Botanicals, there's substance here. It's real. And it's kind of exciting. And this is like, to me, I'm going to look back on this year. 2019 was the year that CBD came into my life. So anyway, that's all. Have a good one. Be sure to check out my YouTube page and subscribe, please, to my YouTube channel. And check out the blog at SKINCARMA.com, where all of this diatribe is put into words. And that's it. Have a good one, you guys. Later.